This is the Raw Impact Unleashed.
The following Four Aces production is for mature audiences only. Listener discretion is highly advised.
All right. So, man, we on there. Yeah, I have seen the trailer. I have seen the trailer.
So I don't know nothing. I just seen a clip.
Man.
I seen a thumbnail. That's all I see.
So, I know we talk wrestling around here, but there was something that I found out this weekend that I did not know. I think his name is Michael Jones III, but for those of you who don't know him, some of y'all may know him as the rapper Crondon. I had never heard of him for doing some research on him. But who he is the badass motherfucker Tobias Well on Black Lightning. An actual true born black aborigine. Like, I gotta give my respect to my dog. Like, he killing that role.
Did you just call him a black aborigine?
He is, dude, or black albino, sorry. Albino's aborigines.
I was like, so he black and he indigenous to Africa, huh?
You damn right, motherfucker.
So he indigenous people, huh? He indigenous now. Like, he's supposed to be there.
Sorry,
like,
black albino. A black man suffering from albinism. Thank you for making me get that right. I would hate to insult the man. Like I said, an amazing actor. And it's just hilarious. Or no, not hilarious, but it's great that they found him, because the character Tobias Well in the comic books is exactly that. He's a black man, large black man that's been struck with albinism, so he basically looks like a white man. He plays the hell out that role, man.
They just said that shit because of affirmative action back in the day when Black Lightning was getting made. That's like, hey, I know the bad guy. Look, he look white, but he black.
Yeah, but he black.
He black. See, we got a black guy up in here too.
We got a black guy with albinism. Anyway, but yeah, just congratulations to him, because he's playing the hell out that role. He's one of my favorite villains out of all. Like, Black Lightning is slowly but surely becoming my favorite DC show, and not just because I'm black, but just because it's well written, it's well produced, and yeah.
But that suit though.
I like the suit, man. I'm getting used to it.
Fuck that suit, bro. I remember back when it first came on, the first episode, the pilot came on, you was like, I hope that suit's just a prototype.
It's starting to grow on me, man.
Fuck that suit, bro. Fuck that shit. That's gas, lightning bolts on his chest and shit. What the fuck?
Hey, in the right,
you bought that shit at Target.
In the right lack of light, it looks pretty good. All right, man.
No, it don't. Like, in pitch black, it don't even look good.
All right, Barney, clowning on people's suits. Oh man,
suit up. No, not that suit.
Anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. We're here to talk some of the hottest topics in wrestling, and one of the hottest topics in wrestling right now is the upcoming pay-per-view by AEW, All Elite Wrestling.
I'm watching the motherfucking press conference right now.
Yes, with Double or Nothing, where they made some huge announcements. Well, one, we already knew that they had signed Phoenix and Pentagon.
Yeah.
To their label, or to their company.
The Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, the Lucha Brothers. So, to be honest with you, I was just stating this to, a friend of the show, John, this morning at the school. Man, real talk, like, You know who I see taking the biggest hit from AEW?
Impact.
No, New Japan. Because I honestly think that AEW is going to end up farming a lot of their American-born talent.
Yeah, I would say that they're American-born. Yes. Oh shit.
And not to say that they have a huge amount of American wrestlers that wrestle there, but what if they can get the American guys to come over to AEW? What's to make you think they can't get some of their top guys like Okada and them to come over as well?
Well. All right, I'm gonna put it this way: AEW is the new place.
Yeah,
is the new Burger King, the new McDonald's, the new Taco Bell. It's that new spot on the corner, right?
Right.
So everybody's gonna be interested in going and checking it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No matter, if you got stability here or not.
Right.
You're still gonna be like, yeah, I can always go to McDonald's and give me a Big Mac. I know what a Big Mac tastes like. I know how much it costs.
Yeah.
But then again, that Whopper's looking really fucking good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So, I don't see them cherry picking, so to speak, like WWE did back in the
no.
The territory got dissolved like that.
Right.
But yes, I can see. I don't see New Japan hurting badly from this.
No.
I would say Impact because basically they'll shuffle Impact to the side, and replace Impact with AEW.
Well, let's take a look at how do we think that
I just think that ROH and New Japan are solidified enough and have good enough wrestlers and in and out. Like they have a lot of Oriental and Mexican and American and Canadian wrestlers that go in and out of both of those companies.
Right.
So I think they'll be good. I think they'll be all right.
I didn't necessarily mean
going is people who have TV time, as in WWE and Impact. That you got to decide. You can't just throw another one in. Some people's going to decide. Some people's going to be like me and watch them all, or try to watch them all. But Impact's going to get hit the hardest because people are going to rather watch WWE and see what the new thing is doing. So they'd rather go to McDonald's and get some fries and then go over here and get this Whopper and put them together, and then you got a great ass meal.
Well, see, and this is where I see it a little bit differently because, like we discussed before, the hardcore fans will always watch both. The hardcore wrestling fans will find time within their thing to watch AEW and WWE.
If you like me, you're gonna try to watch everything, Impact and all. But I think Impact's gonna take the biggest hit, not New Japan, not ROH.
Well, I think television-wise, you're completely right. I don't know about talent-wise, and I didn't mean what I meant biggest hit. I just meant I think starting out, a lot of their talent is going to be coming from New Japan. A lot of their newer talent is going to be coming from New Japan because that's where the bulk of their.
No, that's incorrect already. They are partnering up with AAA. So all the Lucha talent is coming there. Hence, the Lucha Brothers that are predominantly on Impact right now will not be on Impact in a month. So,
but what I'm saying,
Impact is getting hit there, and all the other
how much more
involvement that Impact had. And now, listen. Let me finish, Kevin. The next thing, from the Oriental standpoint, they are in bed with a Chinese wrestling company. They don't have to take. They're not going to take all of New Japan. Man, how many people you think is their friends?
Okay, hold up.
These motherfuckers kicked them in the face.
What you're missing, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying they're going to cripple New Japan. Like I said, as far as New Japan is concerned, New Japan is basically WWE for the Japanese market. Just like I tell you, doesn't matter how big AEW gets, they're not going to eclipse WWE. WWE is and always will be the gold standard for wrestling, and many companies have tried, many companies have failed. to surpass him. What I mean is that there's certain pipelines. It's kind of like college football. There's certain pipelines, and at this point, all pipelines are open as far as AEW is concerned. And I don't think ROH will take a hit. New Japan, they won't take hits that are going to cripple them. Impact, to me, is irrelevant. They've been irrelevant for 5, almost 10 years now. So talent coming from Impact is really just boosting their own careers and going from irrelevancy to relevancy. Because no wrestling fan that I even really know of really truly cares about Impact Wrestling. They may tune in from time to time, but there's no water cooler talk about Impact Wrestling. So there was never any real competition. Like, I've heard more talk about AEW than I have about Impact in the past, and they haven't even wrestled a match yet. They've just announced a bunch of guys that are going to be on their roster, and they're already more popular than Impact Wrestling.
No, they announced matches, bro.
Well, I'm saying, like, they haven't wrestled a match. They you know what I'm saying?
All In was the first pay-per-view of AEW.
Okay, well, then it still backs my point that having done a lot less than the almost 20 years that Impact Wrestling has been around, as TNA and now Impact Wrestling, all they had to do was come out with one pay-per-view and make a bunch of announcements about guys that are going to be wrestling for them, and that they might have a weekly show when they're already more popular to Impact.
Yeah.
That's just how irrelevant Impact is.
because Impact got fucking crippled, bro. Crippled. It started out so great, bro.
Yeah, it did. It did, man. If they just never signed Hulk Hogan, man, if we can build a time machine and go back and slap Dixie Carter in the face and go, don't put yourself on TV and don't you dare bring Hulk Hogan in.
Or
stay the fucking course, bitch.
Or Russo.
Or Vince Russo. Or Eric Bischoff. You might want to bring in RVD, though, and feature him, because he is the whole effing show.
Oh, yeah, I would have brought in RVD. Yeah, I wouldn't have fucking released fucking or not re-signed Kazarian and Daniels over the bromans.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things business wise. Now I ain't even talking about wrestling and the ring wrestling and storylines. I'm talking about business decision wise.
Talent that they let move on.
Yeah, some shit. Just y'all some stupid motherfuckers. But anyway, man.
Anyway,
I am at the part of, oh shit. I just looked up at my TV screen in AEW, and guess who is on the motherfucking microphone right now announcing his signing?
Would that be Kenny Omega?
Maybe? It is Mr. Kenny Omega!
Kenny Omega! Yes, yeah. He signed with AEW, which we kind of knew was coming all along. We thought maybe WWE had a chance, but
you know, you gotta see what the money's like here and the money's like there.
Exactly.
Let me check. I got more friends over here than over there. The money's about the same wherever I go, but my friends is right here. I'm gonna stay over here.
And he's executive vice president. Like, if you listen to his thing, he's going to be a full-time wrestler, but he also holds a corporate position with them as well.
Nice.
And I think that was remember when I kept talking about, like, AEW can offer some of WWE's top talent a lot more than what WWE can offer, from the sense of them being able to control their careers and kind of control what their character does and have more creative control and thoughts into what's going on.
So since we're on it, we got to talk about it.
I know what you're about to go into. Go for it.
There was an article the other day. It was like, we couldn't say no names, but we offered a top dog in WWE a top contract, almost a deal too good to say no. Now, my head, as soon as I heard this, I was like, Dean Ambrose.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Dean.
That's exactly where I seen it, because Dean said he ain't re-signing.
Yeah.
He got like a month left or whatever. He gone. So, and they can't mention who it is because they still under contract. You know what I mean?
Really now?
So that's why in the article, like AEW officially can't mention they've talked to him or offered him anything because he's under contract. And Dean or whoever can't say yes or no or anything to the other people because they ain't supposed to talk at all.
They ain't supposed to be having talks at all.
So what it probably had happened is they sent out an email saying, "Hey, this is what we're offering you since you're not re-signing, your contract." And Dean probably ain't said shit to him yet.
I think Dean has some decisions to make because remember,
that's the only way around the contract that he's in right now.
Yeah.
Yes, he is a motherfucking independent contractor.
But he's still under contract with
them. Means something in your title, independent contractor contract. So you also liable to the signature that you signed on that shit.
Well, tampering charges are tampering charges. It doesn't matter if you're talking about the NFL, the NBA, or MLB, or WWE, or AEW. Tampering is tampering. If you're under contract to somebody else, and in that contract it states you're not supposed to be talking to anybody else, that's tampering. You can lose a lot of money over that shit. Yeah,
So An email was probably sent out, but that was it. Nobody from this company talked to him. And he didn't talk to anybody from that company.
Yeah,
it was just, "Hey, bro, this is what we can offer you." Click,
Click.
Email. That's it.
Just letting you know, brother. Just letting you know. But no, a big time like Dean Ambrose to AEW would be a coup, but he's one of many top stars. But what he would do is he would add some legitimacy. Not that AEW doesn't have enough legitimacy with Cody and so on and so forth, but he would be that first big fish to jump ship. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he would be the first one to go straight from TV to AEW, like, boom, here I am, motherfuckers. Yeah, I was there, now I'm here. Look at me.
Yeah. And so that's where it becomes interesting, because there's also been talk of, and I know you don't buy it, neither do I.
We're gonna get a Chris Jericho Kenny Omega match
again. Yeah, it looks like it. The way they facing off, that's probably your main event right there for the. Okay, so I'm gonna call it right now. I'm just gonna call it, and if it happens like this, remind me to come back and pull this clip out of this show. They gonna set them up to fight for the inaugural heavyweight championship, but Cody's gonna interfere and somehow be involved in the finish. And either Cody comes out champion or Cody decides who he wants to be champion.
All right, you can go ahead and erase that little spot right there. You ain't gotta get back to that. You don't need that clip. Throw that segment in the basura way.
¿Por qué, mi amigo? No, it's predictions.
Because that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm gonna predict it don't happen like that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna predict that Owen Hart's gonna fall out from the sky.
This
nigga
got people coming back from the dead.
European heavyweight champion of the world.
Oh man, that's as bad as Abraham Lincoln dropping out in that Barack Obama Mitt Romney fucking what you call it. Oh, bitch slapped the both of you. Oh man.
You know who you need in your life, Kevin?
Who?
White Jesus.
White Jesus. I do need more Boondocks, though. I do need more Boondocks. That's my stuff right there, man. All right. So when are we going to... see, I thought you were about to get to a little something that we read on Facebook that a friend of the show hipped us to.
Oh, yeah. We was going to talk about that as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I figured since we was on AEW...
from involved parties. And I just think Booker T is stupid as fuck. He's just bitter. He can't get in the ring anymore, or he wants to get in the ring. They won't let him.
They won't let. All right, look. For those of you who don't know what they're talking about, there was an interview in which Booker T expressed his true feelings.
It wasn't even an interview. It was on his podcast. Y'all go to the last episode of Booker T's podcast and fucking listen to the shit.
He expresses his feelings.
I actually messaged the people who posted that and was like, "Hey, what was this took from?" And it was like his podcast. Here's the link. Check it out.
Oh,
and
sweet.
I was like, boom, appreciate
there you go.
it. And yeah, so it was straight up his podcast this past week.
So we're not misquoting the man, or we're not misrepresenting what he said.
And it's not construed or twisted. It's straight up exactly what he said. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So basically, in this, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm summarizing. That's why I say it's not direct quotes. Booker T basically went on a rant about how AEW, or All Elite Wrestling's biggest mistake so far is that they've signed a lot of good talent, but they've signed a lot of talent, and he mentions the Phoenix Brothers as wrestlers that he doesn't even know about. He's got to go look up these guys. And then he talks about guys like Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels as people that we've seen 1,000 times before, so we're not really interested in seeing them again. And it was just a really interesting take from somebody that's within the business, and on top of that, somebody who runs his own company.
Yeah.
You would think he would be more supportive of them.
And to finish the article, he went on to say that Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels doesn't pull the star power that Chris Jericho does.
Right.
Okay, maybe so. Jericho is a rock star now. So he has music fans that know of him now.
Yeah.
It's more than just a wrestling community. But I guarantee you, if Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels walks into a hotel full of wrestling fans that are there for a convention or a show or whatever for that weekend, that these motherfuckers raise eyebrows and people stop and say, "Hey, there's a motherfucker at SoCal Uncensored."
Yep.
And say, "Hey, these motherfuckers is in the building." Just like if Jericho walks through, motherfuckers is gonna go, "Hey, look, Jericho's in the building." Same fucking principle when it comes to the world that we live in, the world that exists. Yes, does Jericho expand, having him a little comedy mini-series with Comedy Central? Yes. Being in a couple of B-rated movies? Yes. But
being a rock star and actually traveling the road as the lead singer of a rock band,
that gives him more exposure to different fans, other than a wrestling community-based fan.
Right.
And I give it to him, for doing that. But when you compare when you're inside the wrestling community, when you're comparing Chris Jericho's star to Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels' stars.
Oh yeah.
They've all had great careers in the wrestling business.
But okay.
Was it all in WWE? No. But they've all had great careers, whether it's been WWE champion or another world champion somewhere else.
Right. Well, okay. Let me put it, and this is where I think Booker T was coming from when he made the statement. And this is just all speculation, like we always talk about. It's all speculation. This is where I imagine he was coming from. Is from an angle of, and we talked about this before. Remember how I talked about the thing that's going to make the difference with AEW is being able to draw in the casual fan?
Yeah.
Because of his outside exploits of doing rock music and the TV shows and the B-rated movies and so on and so forth, and all of that, the name Chris Jericho on your marquee is more likely to draw in the casual fan than SoCal Uncensored. Now, the hardcore wrestling fan, you know what I'm saying? Guys like us, it's damn near equal. But yeah.
That outside influence of outside the wrestling fandom, community.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand that Jericho will pull more. You know what I'm saying? Jericho does. That name does pull more.
Right.
And it even pulls more saying as like my brother who watches wrestling every once in a while.
Yeah.
Nowadays. if Jericho's on the pay-per-view, he definitely gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and old school fans like from the Attitude Era that don't really watch anymore, but every once in a while we watch a pay-per-view, or they, excuse me, I said we because I grew up with them, but that casual watcher, they hear Jericho's doing something. It's like the G1,
right?
Like people wanted, be like, oh, like, is Jericho gonna show up? Where's Fozzy playing? Because he was popping up. He was doing rock shows one night, and then the next night he was in a fucking wrestling ring.
No shit.
So we didn't know, and we was like, I wonder if Jericho's gonna show up. Is he gonna show up? We was excited just to see if Jericho would just pop up. So yes, I understand that. Like I understand what Jericho brings, but my point is, don't degrade
Frankie
Kazarian and Christopher Daniels' accomplishments. They're superstars in their own right. And, yes, Jericho is a mega superstar. See, you gotta add that
mega.
That mega superstar. So, in that sense, yes, but in a wrestling sense, like the casual rocker that likes Jericho's music, not gonna tune in to see him wrestle. They don't care what he does in the ring.
The casual.
They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
But those guys that are borderline like wrestling
we gotta
fans,
do some Steiner math with this shit.
Yeah.
Like, all right. So Jericho gets a bonus of a 33 and a third, from his other lifestyle outside of wrestling.
I don't think
12% of them's gonna tune in. So you gotta break it down to 11 and a third percent.
11 and a third percent, huh?
Makes him a mega superstar compared to a superstar.
Look, and then once again, it's not a matter of like you said, as far as in-ring career goes, if you are a wrestling fan and know anything about wrestling, you're aware that Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels have had as long as
21 and a third percent, man. My 21 was wrong.
And if they have had as long as and almost as decorated of careers as Chris Jericho has, they just have been doing it what would be considered behind the scenes. They haven't been doing it, like you say, in WWE. They've been doing it at Impact Wrestling, at ROH, at New Japan.
ROH, New Japan. They've been doing fucking United States and the world. Just the planet.
It's just like
they've been on the planet doing this everywhere.
And it's just like the casual wrestling fan may not understand the depth of AJ Styles' popularity, of a Samoa Joe's popularity, well beyond the stage of the WWE. Because they did it all over the world before they ever stepped foot in the WWE ring. Yeah, and so they to an extent brought their own following with them.
I put Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian in the same motherfucking grouping as Samoa Joe
and AJ
Bobby Roode, AJ Styles, Nakamura, fucking Finn Balor. All of them in the same fucking boat. All of them been on the indies and being great successes on the indies, and then had success in WWE. Except Frankie and Christopher Daniels chose not to go into the WWE.
And to me, I understand why they didn't, because I don't think Vince is the type of guy that would have given them the proper push at any point, regardless of how hot they were. Just because Vince,
I don't think they would have had freedom for them to do it. No, they would never had the type of freedom to do all the different styles and characters that they've done.
Exactly.
Christopher Daniels was a general a year and a half ago. He was coming out in a motherfucking, like, it was almost like a motherfucking German general's uniform. Almost, man.
Almost. But and so that's where I say that, like I said, hardcore fans get indie wrestling. Or get that these people were stars well before they ever hit NXT, so on and so forth.
They did their own shit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we run through a lot of NXT people, Ricochet, Adam Cole, motherfucking
Roderick Strong.
The list goes on and on and on. Motherfucking Johnny Gargano, motherfucking they're two champions right now, Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Yep. Both of them motherfuckers made a name for themselves way before they went to NXT.
Yep. And bravo to Triple H for going out and wrapping up a lot of those indie guys that were out there floating out there.
Bringing it in, no matter of size.
Yep.
Like, he sees the skill, the talent, the drive, and he brings them in. And that's what AEW is about. They're looking at the skill, the drive, the talent. It's not just about who's the biggest.
But I think there's one extra edge you have to have with AEW, and that's the ability to be able to develop your own character. Because I think that as much as they're not giving them complete creative freedom, I believe that they have a lot more creative control than they would have in WWE, which is going to mean that they're going to have to know how to use that opportunity properly to be able to find that to strike that right note.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because watching that press conference, and I can't even remember the guy's name because it just felt like he didn't belong. The cruiserweight champion from AAA.
Okay.
He comes out, he does his little thing, and I'm like, all right, dude, you don't cross me as a bad guy, even though you're trying to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
You're not believable right now. Your promo is pretty flat. For you to be giving me your first impression right now, which is the most important impression I've ever had of anybody, is the first one.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is boring. I hope his in-ring style is way better than what he did when they gave him the freedom to say, hey, this is me, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Because that fell flat.
And see, that's
like
where I said
I can't even remember his name.
and that's
he said it 3 times, and I'm trying to remember, but my head is blocking that shit out.
Just doesn't want to see it. I don't want to say, but big time like that, and that's going to be key to AEW's success. Is is their wrestlers being able to guide their own careers to an extent.
Yeah, and this is where everybody, y'all need to turn that shit up, just like The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, Jericho, the motherfucker that's in your locker room right now. All these motherfuckers said, it's us. Yep. It's our personality. Turn the fuck up
to 10.
You know, 12. like I'm a normal 6, yo, but we about to blow these fucking speakers and crank it up like motherfucking Back to the Future.
Yep.
You hit that fucking string. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta give it to me. And that dude, he came out, and if he's a normal 6, he gave me an 8. And that's not gonna cut it, man. It's gotta be 10 plus. Y'all gotta come out, control the situation, control your destiny, and motherfucker tell me exactly what's going down, and you better believe it more than I do.
Yeah. And that's where it's all gonna be important. I can't wait to see. Like I said, I plan on watching Double or Nothing. I watched All In. I can't wait to see what AEW has to offer. You know, one last rumor before we take our first commercial break. And this is purely speculation and rumor, like I've mentioned 5 million times
rumor
before.
And innuendo, as Con likes to say.
Somebody said that, you know, since it is the Cons, and there is a certain guy that wrestles for WWE,
not that one.
Not that guy. You don't think he could ever end up in AEW just because the Cons have that kind of money?
He probably could, but I don't want him to.
And they could offer him the similar schedule.
Continue.
Yep. That guy with that advocate that likes to stand in the ring with championships and show up once every 6 months.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think it would be the best thing for WWE, though. Then the Universal Championship could go to somebody that actually matters.
What's that guy's name?
Brock Lesnar.
I like the way you say that, Paul. Say something stupid, Paul. This shit cracked me up. That's the only time Brock Lesnar ever got me in a motherfucking promo. Like, I was sitting there and he's saying some dumb shit like, I'm gonna fuck up anybody who gets in the ring with me. Plain and simple. Now say something stupid, Paul. And Paul Heyman's like, I'm not gonna say anything stupid. My name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate.
Say something stupid, Paul.
Say something stupid, Paul. Paul Heyman's like, what? I'm not gonna say nothing stupid.
All right, so
my name is Paul Heyman.
All right, so let's cut it right there. We'll come back because I truly want to dig into the rise of the man this week on Raw and SmackDown with Becky Lynch, because she had some big moments in both Raw and SmackDown this week that we should discuss. But you're listening to the Raw Impact Unleashed
right here on Spreaker.com. Voices Presents Radio. Also on iHeart, Spotify, and if you're on Mars, we on M2's, motherfucker.
Hey, listener. Dutch here from Voice from the Underground, the podcast. My co-host and I want to invite you to check out our little corner of the podcast verse. At Voice from the Underground, we talk about all the crazy happening around us and try to make a little bit of sense out of the nonsense with little to no results. If the idea of hearing three semi-intelligent, outspoken nerds talk about politics, social issues, current events, sports, movies, pretty much anything that we decide to talk about because, well, it's our show, appeals to you, grab your shovel and come on down to the underground, and then consult a qualified psychotherapist. Find us wherever you get your podcasts, just not where you buy your weed.
Voice from the underground.
Man brain. You know you want it. You know you need it. Let me introduce you to our team of audio professionals, 100% committed to giving you the greatest extreme comedy podcast of all time.
What's SPH? I'm so super cute.
Send me your orgasmic release videos.
You can get it rootin'. You can get it tootin'. You can get it doing doughies in your yeet. Mi nombre es Tío Yeti. And you just laugh at little Hank. I ain't gonna pretend I is fresh. But looks like you might like that.
And most importantly, I'm Skullfucker. Rah! Go to manbrainpodcast.com to get orally violated. Manbrain out.
So, what's up? Steve Fingerstyles here, the host of the podcast spelled DA, of course. Tune in each and every week to hear what pisses me off, what angers me, what I make fun of, and of course, my crazy rants. I also have incompetent co-hosts, cool guests, and a silent producer that sucks. So what more do you need from a podcast? You can listen on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, SoundCloud, and the Pod Bros Network. Peace.
All right, and looks like we are back. So basically, we waiting on Cole to get back right quick. And what I was talking about earlier was, I don't know if y'all watched Monday Night Raw this week, but Becky Lynch had herself a couple of good moments on Raw and SmackDown Live this week. She had a great confrontation with Stephanie McMahon, where Stephanie basically told her, you have to go get cleared by the doctor and you're suspended until you do, because I can't let you wrestle at WrestleMania. We have a Cole back in the building. What's up, Cole?
What up, homie? What up?
But yeah, basically Stephanie told her, like, yeah, you got to go see a doctor, and either you go see the doctor or you don't wrestle at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Until you're cleared by the doctors. And Becky said she ain't going to the doctor, and she beat the shit out of Stephanie, went berserk on Stephanie. Then the next night, had a little moment with Triple H, where I'll give Triple H credit. That promo he cut, I liked it. Like, you didn't like it, but I did. I thought it was pretty cool. It was a great interaction between the two of them.
Just because in the commercial break I was making fun of the motherfucker, no mean. I even made fun of Becky Lynch in that shit.
Yeah,
I should have saved it for on air because it was actually pretty fun. But no, I enjoyed that whole segment.
It really hit home, or it really was well done. But then again, Triple H still has the art of gab down, the art of how to cut a promo down. He's not the best in the company, he never was, but he was always pretty good at it.
Yeah,
but yeah, he just kind of laid it out for her and was just like, yeah, and kind of threw a twist in there for some of the non-knowing people. kind of threw a little twist in there where you thought he was going to be like, you're scared the doctor's going to say that you're not okay. You don't want to go to the doctor because you're scared he's not going to clear you. When in reality, he's just like, nah, you don't want the doctor to clear you. Your ass scared of Ronda Rousey. I know it was a big psych job. It's just him trying to get her to go get cleared so that they can have their fucking match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But here's the thing I like about it. I like Becky Lynch in the spotlight. I'm sorry, Cole. She's sexy as hell, but I don't buy the mad Becky. I just don't. I laugh every time I see her. The mad
Becky.
Yeah, every time I see her make that little mad face.
You said the same shit. You said the same shit 2 weeks ago about Ronda Rousey.
Yes, and Ronda Rousey had the same issue too.
I don't buy it. I don't buy nothing.
I don't like Ronda Rousey's mad face. I don't like Ronda Rousey's mad face because she does not look mad. She looks like she's constipated. And the same thing with Becky Lynch. They don't look mad. They don't look angry to me. It just makes me giggle and want to tap them on the nose. Oh, you're so cute.
Oh, yeah, I bet you tapped them on the nose. Both of them motherfuckers knock the fuck out you. But that's beside the point.
Hey, I would enjoy every hit.
Your opinion. You can have your opinion, man.
It just doesn't sell to me. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't sell to the crowd because obviously the crowd's eating it up like mayonnaise on mustard.
Mayonnaise on mustard, that's some nasty ass shit.
Not if you put some ham in the middle, baby. Not if you put some ham in the middle.
Mayonnaise on mustard. Man, you nasty motherfucker.
What, I always put mayonnaise on my bread and then I put mustard on the ham.
Man, shut up.
Yeah, I do. I eat Miracle Whip, motherfucker. Anyway, but yeah, no, I like the character. I like the way what they're doing with her. Like I said, she just needs to stop it with the mad face. Same thing with Ronda Rousey. Stop it with the mad face.
Crazy, bro. Crazy.
Now we have a new female tag team. Speaking of the women's division. It's who? Naomi and who? Who? Seriously, I don't remember who.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You
didn't watch SmackDown this week?
Man, I did, but
oh my God, it's not Naomi because it was Nikki Cross and Alicia Fox.
Man, I watched Raw, SmackDown, NXT,
and that's who they were wrestling.
AEW press conference. Fucking some bitch. Botch Club clip. A lot of wrestling. No, I don't remember who she tagged with. Who did she tag with? Type that shit in your computer. Type. Google.
I am right now. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, all right. That's what I'm making sure it ain't no dead air on the air.
Yeah, talking about that girl, that poor girl that decided to try twice when she really should have stopped after the first one.
Man, that shit, man. Why didn't she go twice, bro? And then the second time, she didn't even really try. Like, she tried hard the first time, and she just didn't have it in her to do it. And then the second time, she didn't even try. Like,
it's Naomi and Carmella.
Huh?
It's Naomi and Carmella.
Carmella. Yeah, these dance bitches, man. They the dance bitches.
The Fabulous Glow.
The Fabulous. And
why are Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville Fire and Ice or Fire and Desire? That's their tag team name. Fire and Desire.
Yeah. Because Mandy's Desire and the other one's Fire.
I can't lie. I'd do some nasty things to Mandy Rose, if she'd let me, but I doubt she would. But
she will, man. All you gotta do is hide in the bushes for about 3 hours. But first, before you do that, you're gonna need a pillowcase, some duct tape.
Cole, we can't talk about this on air, man. That's something we gotta talk about. I gotta go back and edit that out.
You got a van.
Yeah, black one. Anyway.
gonna come over. APB. We got an APB out on a white van, black man, and it's supposed to be a white man in a black van.
Oh shit! Anyway,
they gonna get you not even looking for you.
You know, but yeah, nah. Like you got you got the Iconics, you got the Fabulous Glow. Speaking of tag team names, just on a side note tangent, man, I still think they need to call the Raw Tag Team Champions American Glory. Like, I think that would be awesome.
Man, then what we gonna call them in 6 months when they get buried? Faded Glory?
That'll work. But anyway, so you got Fabulous Glow, you got the Iconics, you got Fire and Desire, you got the Boston Bay Connection. I forgot who else qualified. You got Nia Jackson, Tamina, and then they haven't given themselves a name. Samoan Warrior Women. I don't know what you want to call them. And who the last two tag teams?
I don't know, bro. I thought you had Google out. I thought you was like tickety tap.
No, I just looked up. I just looked up exactly what I needed to know. Who was the one tag team I didn't know?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Type in WWE women tag team. See what come up. That's what I think about the whole motherfucking situation. So who's in the chamber? That's what I want to know.
Same here.
Why don't you wiki chamber?
That's what I'm doing.
Chicky, wiki, yeah. Wiki, yeah. Somebody listening live, they changing the wiki right now. Wiki, because I can that shit. I got my account. Did you donate though? But did you donate though? Fuckers. What's up, bro? What are you doing, bro?
I'm looking up the Raw Women's
You the motherfucking no more looking up. You the slowest motherfucker right now. Hey Google, Wikipedia everything in the world for me right now. What you want to know, Kevin? What the fuck do you want to know?
Oh, it's Sarah Logan and whatchamacallit, the Riot Squad. The fuck you want to know? I want to know everything and all at once, motherfucker. Say it all in 5 seconds. Shit.
I know it all now, Kevin. I am the master of the universe.
I have the power. No. Yeah, we go old school here sometimes. Old school. But anyway. But yeah.
What the fuck is he talking about, master of the universe? What the fuck? What is he talking about?
Nigga, go sit down and watch Boomerang. Go sit down and watch Boomerang for a couple hours, alright? They'll show you an episode or two of He-Man. And if you don't know who Skeletor is, I'm gonna slap you with my dick. Anyway.
Who you gonna call? He-Man. He-Man. He-Man.
You hear they're doing a remake of Child's Play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And evidently Chucky's what's up?
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, it looks great, and evidently, Chucky's a killer robot this time.
Yeah, I didn't see no video on it or nothing.
Oh no, I saw the trailer. It's all over Facebook.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't seen no trailers.
Oh yeah, you got to check out the trailer. Look it up on YouTube. It's there.
Man, I know. I just ain't like this week. All these trailers pop.
Yeah.
This like last week and a half, like 10 days, really. All these trailers have popped, and I haven't watched any of them. Like, I ain't seen the motherfucking what was it? God damn it. The Shaft trailer. I ain't seen that one. I ain't seen the one you just talking about. There was a couple of more that my brother was talking about he had watched, and I was like, I ain't seen none, man. So I got it. Tomorrow's my YouTube day because I'm not doing a show tonight. I got some shit to do.
All right. Oh, you're not doing the music show, man? Damn.
No. I might throw something together tomorrow. It's my 90th show when I combine the shows.
Yeah.
The numbers of the shows. Planet of Coals.
And
it's my 90th planet. It's my 90th Planet of Coal.
Okay.
So I might do something tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Or tomorrow afternoon, something like that. But yeah, tonight I got something to do. So.
All right. Well, I'll be going on at 8. So.
Right on.
To do a little classroom, discuss a little Super Bowl, and discuss a little and talk about a little. I have to discuss the fact that Pacers fans were chanting "LeBron's gonna trade you" at one of his teammates the other day. Yeah, that shit's gonna be hella funny. That shit had me done.
Die?
But did you die?
No, LeBron traded me though.
No, one of my favorite memes this week came from fucking LeBron. It said LeBron coming back into the locker room after the trade deadline, and it showed the scene from The Lion King with Mufasa coming back to the hyenas after he sold them out. And they were all like, yeah. How you gonna do that, Bron? Huh? I was just like, And that nigga's like, no, wait a minute, no. But anyway.
Yeah, I seen that meme of LeBron's gonna trade you. And then on the bottom of it, I seen the Ken John, motherfucking Chang.
But did you die?
But did you die? I was like, that's the one right there. That's the one.
And
it's on Instagram, so I would have had to screenshot that shit because Instagram won't let you steal people's photos.
I'll say it. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, and shout out to whoever made that video with Michael Jackson beating the shit with DJ Khaled in it, and Michael Jackson beating the shit out that dude.
That shit was hilarious. Michael Trapp's son.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit. That's the same homie that actually wrestles. Like,
yeah.
I think you've seen a few of his clips where like he be doing a moonwalk into a DDT. Like he grabs the people and then moonwalks across the ring with him in the DDT or in the headlock.
Yeah.
And then DDTs him when he finishes.
Yeah, I've seen that. I know what you're talking about. That same dude?
I believe so. I could be wrong, but I think that's the same dude. I gotta look it up though.
If it is,
when I seen that, I just laughed my ass off, and I was like, I know that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've seen his videos. I've seen more than just like one wrestling video and this video. There's like 18,000 videos of this fool out there doing stupid ass Michael Jackson shit.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah,
which is fucking hilarious. Michael Trapp's son. Yeah, look up Michael Trapp's son. That's his name.
All right.
He got a bunch of shit.
Yeah, because like that video when he started doing the stomp on the dude's hand.
No, when he pulled out the generic ass, like I just bought this at Walmart and I got a set of 3 for $3. Fucking turkey pan. That shit. That aluminum foil, that aluminum foil roasting turkey pan from Walmart that you get a set for $3. You know that shit. That motherfucker hit him like 12 times with that shit, and I was like, man, it actually, the more you hit him, the more it's probably gonna hurt him because it condenses and it makes it stronger. And I was like, you gotta hit him about 12 more times, and it'll actually be a weapon.
Oh man. All right, man. We got any shows coming up this weekend or next?
Probably. Shit.
Go to your local prowrestling.com.
No. Why you gotta put me on the spot like this?
Or actually go to cageseats.com and you can find or cageseats.net and you can find your local pro wrestling federation and what they Cage Match, sorry, I'm getting them all wrong. Let me pull them up right quick. CageMatch.net. If you go on there, you can find a listing of all your local I believe you can even search by area. Yeah, you can search by area. You can find a local listing of all your upcoming pro wrestling shows. They even show shows that are taking place in Dutchland, in England, in the U.S. ROH is having their Bound for Honor this weekend out in Lakeland, Florida. So they have all kinds of shows like that. This is normally where I find most of my stuff. They got New York shows, all shows from New York. San Marcos, California. SCP In Your Warehouse is happening tomorrow night. That seems to be the only thing happening in California tomorrow. Everything else is, it looks like everything else is, they may not have APW and all that. I've never seen them on there. But this is SoCal Pro Wrestling In Your Warehouse is happening in San Marcos at the SoCal Pro Wrestling School.
Oh, so, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. I got something right here.
All right, what you got?
February 9th, homie. You know what day that is?
That's tomorrow.
Yes, sir. That's a Saturday. That's a Monsters, Inc. 3.
Okay.
And that's not monster, as in monster. It's in Monstar.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that movie back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Monstars, Inc. 3. It's produced by Brickhouse Pro Wrestling. It's at the Onetta Harris Community Center in motherfucking Menlo Park, California.
Okay.
100 Terminal Avenue. Boom. It's 19.8 miles away from me right now. Yeah, VIP front row $25. General sitting $15. Children's 12 and under $10. Boom, there you go. It's bringing pro wrestling to the peninsula. Fools. So shit, look at this. Monstars is 250 plus pounds. Be competing. Nobody under 250 plus pounds.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Big Bertha gonna be there. So yeah, I got that. And I got boom, When the Smoke Clears. That is presented by West Coast Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
That is gonna be March 1st. That's gonna be a long time from now. I ain't even gonna talk about that yet. Boom. That's a while from now. Damn, bro, everything's fucking forever except that one show.
Except for that. See, there ain't much pro wrestling going on tomorrow or in the next couple of weeks. But we'll get you. We'll let you know when it's happening.
Oh! I got one. East Bay Pro Wrestling. Hashtag Bird Box. It looks like there's gonna be a match where two people's blindfolded, and they got wrestle each other. I gotta go to this shit. That's tomorrow. I gotta go to that shit. I gotta. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. What?
He said what?
Hold on. Hold up. All right. Hold on. Yeah. All right. About. Yes. Click about. Come see another night at East Bay Pro Wrestling. Action featuring matchups include Kyle Jack's EB Pro Wrestling Championship Open Challenge, Daniel Torch versus Rick Luxury in a first ever blindfold Bird Box match.
Oh my goodness! Everybody got to get in on Bird Box, huh?
These motherfuckers over here. Well, Rick Luxury, I like his wrestling, and I like everything about his character and all that. Daniel Torch, I don't really like too much. So I'm gonna have to pass on watching this fucking Bird Box blindfold match. The first ever. You know, there's a reason why there ain't been one.
Right.
But that is East Bay Pro Wrestling doing things a little different. 110 2nd Avenue South, number 89, Pleasant Hill, California. Boom. There you go. That's all the shows I got.
All right.
On my events list. For this week, anyway.
So, all right, well, then catch us next week. Catch me. I'm probably going to go on a little bit late since there's not going to be a Blues Rock and Coal tonight.
Fish.
So catch me about 8:30 for a quick half-hour episode of Double K's Classroom. Like I said, I'm going to be talking baseball, NBA All-Star break, and Super Bowl.
Yeah, so, all the things you'll never be able to play or be a part of. Yeah, sure. Talk about it. Oh, I'm sorry, Ken. I'm sorry, bro. I do the same shit on my show.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Have a great night, and as always, be raw.
I was right there.
Right there.
Right there, and it made an impact.
Yep.
I unleashed a jokey joke.
Jokey joke. He made a funny
ha.
Later, y'all.
Take it easy.